Okay. OBS crashed for some reason, but I think we're good now. That was weird. I think we're good. Okay. I have to reset the YouTube chat. Let's do that. Wait, I think I have to change the thumbnail on this thing. Yep. Let's change the thumbnail back to Disco Elysium. Down here. Oh, Jesus. All right. Alrighty. Then give me, let's do this. Alrighty, let me just do something real quick. Okay. Alright. I think that should be good. Let me raise my desk up a little bit so the mic meets my mouth a bit more. Oh, I think we're good there. Alright, so last time we were playing, we're interviewing this guy and his cryptids. I think there's some timed things we need to do. So I need to be back. So, okay. The smoker on the balcony, I need to be after 21 hours, 2100 hours, and then we need to be back here to try and get our gun at 22. So that's not a lot of, that's like not a lot of time. Okay. Then we have to try and inspect the traps. We guess we can do that. Oh, we can do it tomorrow. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, we can do that whenever. So, okay. Zoom out the sea. Because we're in a whole new part of the map. Alright, so we don't have a ton of time. We have an hour before we have to go back and confront the smoker dude. And then we have to try and get back here.
A metal pavement.
What's up, Delinquent?
A yellow plastic dome. You could use it to call someone, unless you're out of change. You hear the tone. The machine.
Put 10 cents and dial a random number.
Calling. Still calling. This feels wrong. Should you be doing this? End of tone. Someone picks up.
Pierre? Is that you, Pierre?
Pierre? No, this is not Pierre.
Do you have any news about Pierre?
Who's Pierre?
He's my sister's grandson. He used to visit me as a lad. Fine young man.
This is a Disco Elysium.
But who
It's
is
a
the man?
kind of detective mystery RPG.
Rubbish, and I can't
Let's call your
afford them
number.
anyhow.
Ran in with
It's
it.
a shame what you did to our country.
I don't know who I am. Who are you?
This is because we are bred to be leaders. I can hear the common or mixed background from your voice.
That's like the simple way to describe this game, but in reality, this game's much more complex. It's hard to describe.
Prankster.
Disconnect tone.
Is this another random number?
Calling. Still calling. Again? Seriously? Someone with a masculine voice.
So like
picks
Baldur's
up.
Gate with mixed LA Noir. Yeah, it's less LA Noir. It's just weird. Like it's a very weird
Hello,
game.
Gerard. Technically speaking, your electricity.
Is like, how do I explain it?
No.
It sort of has like
But I
dark
got a
comedy
feeling
vibes
I'll
in a
kick
way.
Your ass is gonna make an appearance if you ever call this number again. Have a good one, asshole.
Phone hanging up. Disconnect tone.
All right, we're gonna leave that for now. We're just calling random numbers. But basically, you get like tasks every day. It's kind of a point and click game, but you get tasks every day. Some of them are timed, some aren't, and each part of it is just kind of discovering more clues to move on to the next part.
It smells really bad.
Someone's looking at an article of clothing on the railing. Touch
The
it.
cloth, if you can still call it that, makes a soft crunching sound as you thrust your finger.
And you also, your main character has amnesia.
It's streaked with
Like
dried
he was sort of
shit and tangled
an
with
alcoholic
pieces
and
of
drug
skin.
addict. And in the beginning of the game, you're in this town investigating this hanging,
Beneath the crust of filth.
but you don't remember like your name or
Seems
anything.
likely that it was left in
And
the
the
until
basically
someone
you
laid
craft the
on this
world
fence to dry out.
by
Unfortunately, that just seems
hi,
to have
darling.
stiffened it into
you
a
craft the
shapeless
world
mess.
by your dialogue options. So like you'll talk to someone about like the government or something, and depending on what you pick, that actually forms the kind of government the game has, and it changes like the lore of what's happened.
I'm sure he'll be thrilled to have it returned.
So yeah, there's just little different tasks. Like here, we just found this jacket this guy wanted us to find. Let's see what else is over here. We got some glasses, looks like. Sheen. So, I mean, basically we're trying to solve a murder, but there's a bit more to it, too. Like, there's a whole, like, drug ring going on that we have to solve. And the murder also might have been a cover-up for a suicide, perhaps. Like, there's just so much going on. And this whole part here is a new part of the map I just unlocked, so I don't know anything.
Smell. It's
Over here.
And
And these sort of, like, a lot of the game happens in your mind. Like, there's a lot of internal dialogue stuff like this that basically gets it sort of explains the world and stuff.
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency, that faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that. Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear. It is death. It must be. The lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose.
Eyes up, detective. Something's not right here.
Something's weird. Oh, I think this guy. This might be a guy we have to find. We also get like missing people cases too.
Some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin.
Right, let's leave that for now. Let's look over here first. All right, let's see who this guy is. Are you who we're looking for?
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper. Half of his body has slipped between the cracked boardwalk, starting with the right leg. The fall has left him broken, contorted like a sad puppet. The smell
So we had to find
not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse.
this woman's wife who the guy's known to
Hold on.
drink quite a bit. So I think this might be him. Is this guy dead?
Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2 days. No longer. We need to investigate.
Another
Oh shit.
This is your job. Steel yourself. Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body. Breathe.
Study the
There's some
surroundings.
dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty
I think this guy
bottle
was
lies
dead.
nearby. A chewing gum
Oh,
wrapper
are we gonna
is
have
clutched
time to
in
even do
his
this?
fist.
Maybe. Let's see.
A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch. This is what killed him. This is where he came out of himself, drop by drop, when he was unconscious. It took 3, maybe 4 minutes.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
No, just one in the back of his head.
Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape
So
of
I think this guy was drinking and he might have slipped and hit his head on the bench. Step on the
They screech
floorboards.
under your feet ominously. It's hard to say whether the dead man's weight was the cause of the boardwalk to break. It definitely looks fragile. You see waves churning below. Something cracks beneath your feet. He could have easily disappeared into the sea through that hole, and you would have never found him.
Examine the bottle.
0.75 liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside.
tear all around us.
Examine the chewing gum wrapper.
Grabowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall.
Look in
The
the...
blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too. Confirmed. Nearly the whole pack is there.
This guy's got a whole
Solidified
pack of
on the
chewing gum in
floor
his
of
mouth.
teeth.
He ate the whole
Odd.
pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
Study the man himself. I think this is the guy's or the girl's wife.
Hit his head
Husband, I mean.
against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole.
Let's see.
A bad fall. It might have been dark outside. This place is a minefield in the dark. His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his moustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze.
Excuse me.
Height, 170 to 175 centimeters. Curly hair, stout build. Age, approximately 50 to 60 years.
Okay.
He was confused when he died. Confused and alone, most likely. Overcome with the awful surprise of it all. He was just about to head home. The first step back home proved to be his last. That's what the chewing gum seems to point to as well.
Study the man's
He's wearing
clothes.
mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest. A cool leather jacket with a bolt of blue? Oh no, this sounds terribly familiar. You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into two. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
Who is this
Looks
man?
like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here.
Maybe this isn't the
You
woman's
don't.
husband.
Just walk over here. But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
A dead working-class man with a
You know who
bottle
this
in
is.
his
It's the
hand.
working class woman's missing husband.
Don't
They're on the
deceive
boardwalk.
The woman you met at the book stand? Why do you think it's her husband?
Because it's the most working-class death you've ever seen.
Found him drinking somewhere Martinez.
The bright blue lining? Well, he's definitely someone's husband.
Oh. What do you think happened
Death
here?
by misadventure. He slipped and
Do you
fell
think he
through the
was
boardwalk.
drunk? What about the
A
kebab?
truly
Someone should be held
unfortunate
responsible
accident.
from the boardwalk. It's
If it wouldn't
dangerous.
have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
Could be related to the lynching.
No, I don't see anything that points in that direction. For now, let's treat this case as a simple, albeit sad, accident, unrelated to the murder case.
Agreed.
It's probably, yeah.
If this somehow
accurate.
converges later, why not? But keep it simple for now.
Do you think he was
Oh,
drunk?
yes.
What about alcohol poisoning and liver failure?
Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role here. Severe confusion, respiratory depression, unpredictable behavior. But I think that death arrived through head trauma, not liver failure.
What about the
What
kebab?
about it? The deceased ate some kebab. It's probably from a nearby place, maybe in the box.
Sometimes a kebab is just a kebab.
And sometimes
We'll
it's
see this
poison.
plays off after the news reaches the coalition officials. I doubt that they have enough resources to actually repair the boardwalk. Not that sealing it off would keep anyone away. All it does is keep the city council's hands clean.
Okay.
It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure, although there's still a question of identifying the body.
What should we
From
do
where
with
I
him?
stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
Hold on. I'm a field autopsy. I decide I want to solve this case.
A
Field
field
autopsy.
autopsy isn't necessary if the cause of death doesn't appear to be criminal, and this looks like a simple accident to me. I'd say we should just write down head trauma in the autopsy report and leave it at that. It would save us at least 2 hours of unnecessary work.
Isn't that kind of sloppy?
Maybe, but we don't really have much time or resources to spare. The guys at processing will take care of the rest.
Let's take the
Alright.
case.
We should first examine the library card you found. Then we can call the station from Mike and Emma. Let them know we are taking the case.
So I guess, okay, let's not go to the woman first. We're not positive it's her husband.
An empty cigarette package and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin. You see
Never
traces
kebab
of
wrapper.
mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as a tomato wedge. The wrapper reads, Shish Kebab Revachol. It's no older than a day or two. No mold yet.
It's an interesting way of spelling mold. I guess it's the
It's
The
hard
British
to
way.
concentrate in the smell. The sea air brings some relief.
Examine the cigarette
Whoever
package.
tossed it here was a heavy smoker. The brand name reads Red Astra.
Examine the
2
tar.
empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter is all you find. No, there's more in there. Livis strawberry liquor, plus some Pilsner bottles too. Better not pick them up. They seem unhygienic.
A tragedy.
He shakes his head with genuine sadness.
Alright, I think that's all from over here. It looks like, so we can return the dude's jacket. But it looks like we can actually go around with something in the back here. Let's see. So we did get a new call in the station about the dead body, examine the library card you found on the dead man. Okay. Let's go see if there's anything more we can do over here. No, doesn't seem like it. Let's see. Now, how do I get over there? Looks like we're around this way. This is the church, which we're not going to do yet, so that's a whole thing. Got a shirt. Good. Let's go find that guy. I think it's back down this way. Wait, let me see if I can use the map. You're here. Travel here. Yeah, there we go. Actually, never fast traveled in this game. Alright, this is the guy who needs the jacket.
Tequila sunset.
I found your jacket.
Tequila. I knew you'd come through. That's fucking great, man.
Give
Let
him the
me
jacket.
see. What? This isn't my jacket. My jacket was beautiful. This is fucking filthy. What am I supposed to do
Look,
with
I
this?
just stumbled upon another dead body. I don't care about the jacket. What do you expect? You left it outside for a week.
I'm not taking a disgusting pile of hobo rags. I may be in an irrecoverably decaying orbit, but I've still got standards.
Do you,
Either
though?
Bring it back the way it was before, or find a dumpster to burn it in.
You know, despite the guano, it looks like the jacket itself is stain resistant. It may just need a good scrubbing.
I gotta fucking wash this jacket? Oh,
You
God.
too, Tequila Sunset.
Alright, well, we only have... Let's report back to Kamiya, his car, because then that'll probably buy us enough time, so then we can, oh, don't need to go that way. That'll buy us enough time, so then we can investigate the dude who was smoking by the murder site. We'll hold on to his jacket for the time being. Let's go down here, actually. Leave his cars over here.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
I need to report a dead body on the Martinez boardwalk.
One moment. Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on his shirt.
Any signs of violence?
Seems like it was an accident.
No field autopsy necessary.
You can hear her quickly typing in the background.
What about his belongings? Did you examine his
Leather
clothes?
jacket with a bright blue lining. Found my card from his
Any
pockets.
information on the library card?
I haven't examined it
You
yet.
can hear her sigh audibly
Oh.
on the other side.
Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else?
I'm
I have
taking the
assigned
case.
to Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue. That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. 57th, over.
I didn't know we should
You
have
see a set
examined the card first. All right, here, let's look. There it is.
The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires
Billy
July
Mejean.
53. Billy is a unisex name. Could be the deceased, or his family member.
Look
Whoever
inside.
owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinting Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned. Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too. If
The
lost,
backside.
please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02 55211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours.
Oh, so I guess that's what we can use the phone on the other side for.
Good. We should give them a call from my kinema. See if we can learn anything about Billy Mejean.
Is there any other phone besides that one?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Connect me to Jamrock Public Library.
I'm afraid they're closed. It says here that the library
Oh.
is open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
We should try again during business hours.
Anything else, Detective? Just a
Important one
moment.
again.
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
I'm about to report that I found my badge jewels.
10-4, sir, glad to hear that. I'll write down that there is no need to issue a new one to you then. Over. Roger that, 10-10, over and out.
Alright, so we have to call the library tomorrow. Okay, so let's go over to the woman by the library and maybe ask her if it's her husband. Oh, she's not there. Okay. Alright, so we have a couple minutes. We need to do something to pass the time.
An old call box with
let's
a
see.
matrix of push buttons lists for East Delta Commerce Center. This must be the name of the doomed commercial area.
So we haven't really looked at any of this.
You ring the doorbell, but no one answers. What an ominous name for a hair salon.
Boxing
Doesn't
for
bode
youth
well.
athletes
All
and
you
gym.
hear is static, but no one answers the call.
24th
you ring
window.
the doorbell, but nothing happens.
Most
You wait
function.
for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. No one answers the call.
Oh, probably. Oh, because it's like nighttime. So no one's gonna answer. We have to do the. We have to learn about the cockatoos. Know what we need to do.
Cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest.
So that's what we'll do
found
until
in
we can go
Seminole
talk to the guy.
Islands and in southern Fas a la Mer. Known for their intelligence and general precociousness, cockatoos are popular birds in aviculture. However, they often exhibit various behavioral issues. This book talks about the delicate nature of toos, as well as introducing some of the most popular species among the bird enthusiasts. The funeral cockatoo, the major majestic cockatoo, and the most
This is what I mean when I
common
say this game's
bang-bang
weird.
cockatoo.
Like,
It's colorfully illustrated.
like what other game would you be reading a whole fucking
Despite
encyclopedia
its
about
banging
cockatoos?
name, the bang-bang cockatoo is actually the shyest of the species, common in almost all Seminoles forests, as well as zoos and homes all over the world. Its plumage is mainly gray and white, The Seminoese name, Bang Bang, is thought to be of onomatopoeic origins.
Let's see. What about the major majestic
Perhaps
cockatoo?
the most impressive of all the species, the endangered major majestic cockatoo, is often described as the most flamboyant bird in the jungle. Its pink-colored wings and flowing crest embellishing its proud and bumptious nature.
Okay.
In the words of poet-explorer Sir James Fournier, few birds more enliven the monotonous hues of the verdant forest than this big, bold, and beautiful species. It must be glorious to behold, dark pink and snow white.
What about the funeral cockatoo?
This is a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Its specific name, Psittacus venereus, relates to its dark and somber plumage. This bird looks as if dressed for a funeral, 24/7. There is something indisputably ominous about it.
Bird sounds a bit like me.
Yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you?
2. I'm just a fuck up 2.
You're right. You're a fuckatoo embodied. This sorry-ass bird belongs on your heraldry. It probably doesn't even have feathers and only screams. Where to even begin? All cockatoos
Thank you,
are
Jersey
known
Devil.
for their needy natures, requiring attention for at least 2 full hours a day. They love to talk and have been described
It'd be nice
as
to have someone to talk to when I'm
lovable
feeling
clowns
lonely.
who just don't know how to wrap up. Pet owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility as
Alright, we can't do
recurring
this
issues.
forever.
If left unsatisfied, cockatoos may scream non-stop, pluck their feathers, or become aggressive. It is not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook them food every day and give them the full care that they need.
Alright,
These birds will
let's put this away for now. Let's go back. Let's go to the guy who... We found a guy smoking on a balcony who was front row and center for the murder case, so we're going to see if he knows anything more. So we have to go this way. And then when that's done, we have to go back to the boardwalk we were just at and try and find the person who stole our gun. So, okay, let's go this way. I believe we go in through here. Yeah, let me go on the balcony. Like that. There he is. There's the guy. Curtain shifts just though someone is watching from within. Alright, here he is. Here's the fella.
John Marie, you found me.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds. It feels like a Friday. He seems to be in a good mood tonight.
We got your hint. Found the key right under the stone.
Beautiful. So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
I was hoping to also witness your balcony overlooking murder scene. I'm not going to make things right. I'm going to make them spectacular. Honestly, I'm just trying not to screw anything up. That's what I'm aiming for, yes.
Beautiful. I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
Well, I want to meet your
Trust me,
friend.
You do.
Is it Friday night? It feels like Friday. Today's Saturday? Yeah, today's Saturday. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve.
It does
Friday.
feel like the end of the week. It's so magical. The white falling against the black.
By the way, I'm really digging the view here.
Mm-hmm. That's why I chose this place. Martinez is special, isn't it?
Okay, what about the murder you witnessed?
Suddenly you're digging things?
Very well, I'll talk to him. But first, I want to talk to you
That's
about many
nice, but
questions.
I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around.
Not quite as how I
It's
thought
getting
this
dark, and the neighboring
was going to go.
windows have lit up one by one. Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush.
I'm not going to miss... So hold up. By doing this, I'm not going to miss getting my gun back, am I? You meet her near the fish market at 2. I don't know if I can do this yet.
I've got to run.
He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad.
Run where?
To the city. It's a beautiful night.
A man on high heels.
Only promise we'll talk
stumbles
again. It's
out of a
important.
Basement club. Music blasting over the entire district. It's chilly, and as the chemicals hit his nervous system, 1,000 shivers ripple through his body. Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words.
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, alright?
Interview the Sunday friend.
And he's gone again. Looks like it's
He's always leaving. Why is he always leaving, Kim?
Who knows, detective? It's a mystery.
Something different when I came with my finger on.
Different, of course.
There's just something so mysterious about the way he talks and moves.
Something so mysterious about the way he talks. Very. Come on, detective, let's go. We've got a potential witness to interview. His Sunday friend, remember?
Okay, before we do that, I want to go back to the boardwalk and get my gun. So let's pass time, then go back. We'll come back here when we're done.
This book talks about, you're
Something.
right, cockatoos are magnificent creatures. They love to perform, cuddle and show off, and will even scream for fun, often as loud as up to 135 decibels.
Yeah, that's pretty loud.
Ouch. That must hurt. Not great for the neighbors. Performing, yes, birdie.
Alright, let's look at something else to pass the time.
The Greatest Innocence by João Paulo Salomão Lopes de Fuego. Browsing
Immense
your
tome.
educational survey is done. Did you catch any of that? No.
Oh,
Oh, disappointing.
alright. Let's open the map. And go back and try and get our gun. It's so weird. Can we not fast travel right now? Alright, let's just walk over there, I guess. We'll come back, talk to his Sunday friend, once we get our gun. I wish we can just, like... Why can't I not fast travel now? Or whatever. We'll go the long way. No, wrong way. It's this way. The map's kind of confusing, I'm not gonna lie. There we go, now we can fast travel. Church. Okay, then we go to boardwalk. Leaves here. Let's see. Just me here near the old fish market. Just walk past the fishing village until you see the boardwalk. I'm guessing this is...
Put your hands where I can see them.
What the hell? Not what I was expecting.
Show me your hands. This is the pigs. Show me your
Oh,
hands.
she got my gun though.
Right now. Show me your hands. Right now.
Scavenged Battery-powered police lights protrude from her back. The flickering light show reveals a gun in her shaking hand.
Madame, please drop the firearm immediately.
Easy, man. Take it easy.
Failure to comply. Suspect is displaying aggression. Officer, under duress. Officer, under
Kim's not
duress.
even facing the right way.
I am the police. Don't move. Don't move. Hands on your head. Suspect is armed and dangerous.
I'm not moving.
Suspect is on the loose. Suspect at large. Officer, administer street justice at our own peril. That one extra lick with a baton or extra knee strike above was what was actually required. Suspect is under control. Suspect is under control.
Be careful, detective. Don't do anything that might set her off.
We're not the police, we are the police. Yourself, please lower the weapon. You're not the police, please identify yourself. Call us peacefully.
Officer in need of assistance. Suspect at large. Get on the ground.
Okay, this woman's not
Ma'am,
in the
please.
right.
We want to help you, but you need to lower that weapon.
Alright, let's just talk.
Reported. Authorized deadly force. Sector, take the shot. Big red key. Big red key.
Please identify yourself, man.
Goddamn police shitbag. Cut the pavement. You're under arrest.
As she waves her hands, you notice familiar-looking ampoules and packets sticking out of the mountain of police gear on her back. Medicine or drugs?
Are you on drugs?
Confiscated contraband. Restricted access. 2 kilos missing. Eyewitness report compromised.
Okay, so she's
I don't think she's
all
on drugs.
fucked up.
Being off drugs might actually be the problem here.
We're not the police, we are the
Back
police.
up. Back up. Back up.
Lieutenant
Status
W.
of
Frater, Harry Dubois, 41st Precinct. This is my partner, Lieutenant Kizaragi from the 57th.
No. No. I thought Mr. Moran. Gareth.
Aggravated assault. Man down. Officers in pursuit.
There's a scenario unfolding in her head right now. It has nothing to do with what's happening here.
What's the situation, officer?
Law enforcement compromised. Impersonating a police officer.
Does she not believe you two are actually police officers?
I'm in full RCM lieutenant's uniform with my partner. We're cops, alright? Where cops look. Right rectangles. We are cops. Look at my badge. Take out your badge and show it to her.
License and registration. License and registration. Come in dispatch. Sector. Azimuth.
It's not a code, just disjointed words.
Time with my gun. Ooh. This isn't gonna turn out good.
She's frantic, confused.
No, I know myself.
Teacher,
I'm gonna fail.
unroll that gear. There's an opening if you just move fast enough. If not, the lieutenant's got her in his sights.
Suicide by cops. Split-second decision. Eat lead, scumbag.
Kim, I'm gonna need you to back me up, dog.
Oh my god.
God, I almost blew her head off.
What is this?
Oh, looks. Oh,
This isn't police issue.
oh, didn't have bullets.
Bullets. This isn't real. Police guns have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me this?
She looks devastated. Grab the gun right now. This might be your only chance.
No
Pick up the
one
gun. We got it. There we go.
cares anymore.
This limbed and headed machine of
What the
pain
hell
and
was that
undignified
about?
suffering is grinding to a halt. Tired of walking the desert. It doesn't
This woman needs some kind of medication.
Poor woman. We need to figure out what to do with her now.
Nobody's ever around. Nobody ever comes to visit
I'm very sorry.
me.
This is how life turned out for you.
Her scratched skin is warm to the touch, but the person inside doesn't even know you're there.
What do you think's happening
She's
to
in
her?
a stupor. I've seen this before. God knows for how long. Could be days when they get like this.
Understood.
I've had disturbances similar to this before. Many calls.
We should probably arrest her so she can get somewhere safe.
I don't think there's any need for that. In her current state, and without the gun, She isn't really a threat to anyone. We could let Titus know. This is a perfect problem for the local peacekeepers to handle. They might even know her family.
Titus sounds like a man for the job. I don't want to endorse the Hardy Boys' inflated sense of worth. They're no cops, we are.
Okay, that settles it. I'll contact my station after we wrap it up for the day. They can contact the sanitarium and handle the logistics.
Yeah,
But
we're
I
not
think
giving it
we're done
Titus.
here for now. Let's head out.
Please.
Okay, so now let's go back and interview the Sunday friend.
Reflex to what? Being left alone. She stands motionless. Just a heap of clothes and flashes now. Maybe if you search her once more. The woman stands slumped. She looks catatonic under her mountain of RCM paraphernalia. Is one of those things a police cap? There were narcotics in there too. You're thinking of taking them?
No, no. Shake her
The
shoulder.
old woman doesn't react to your touch.
Pick up your RCM cap.
Doesn't even flinch as you reach out and disentangle the familiar-looking lieutenant's cap from her mountain of RCM paraphernalia.
Oh, is that yours?
It's hard to say. It's been so long since you wore yours.
Probably, you know me.
It's your hat.
We're not going to take the narcotics. We got our hat. Oh, that's something. We got our gun. We don't have a, not even bullets, though. Let's see. Ourselves look nice and clean here. What is this? Is the guy's jacket? Alright, well that's settled. Got our gun. So, let's go back here. Let's see if we can... Here we go. Martinez waterfront. Alright, now let's go back to this guy. Wrong way again. Wrong way again. Okay, let's go over here. Hopefully this guy's still available to talk to. Looks like he is. Okay, here he is. Got a geisha. Buckets of paint on a layer of old newspaper. Let's see. Like we're just like ransacking this guy's apartment before we even talk to him. Just soaked in a pot. Dates for open lectures at local university. Alright. So let's talk to this guy.
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
You shouldn't be seeing him in an intimate setting. For some reason, you feel this man is your superior. Superior, but he's not in the command chain.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur-la-Clé. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible.
It's with the coalition government.
No, first ask an innocuous personal question to get the interview off on the right foot. Yes, make it clear you're the one setting the terms here.
Let's see. Point to the bed before we go. Absolutely have to inquire about the wonderful canopy. We'll get right. Show me the story behind the black Sumerian hat.
I got it from the head of the Samaran delegation on my trip to Lomantang.
Let's warm them up before we get into
It's made from a special
business.
charcoal-colored bamboo. It's an emblem of the formal normalization of our diplomatic relations.
Okay.
He's alluding to the decade-long War of Independence, while deftly brushing aside the complex causes behind the conflict.
That's really all I can tell you about it.
That didn't work at all. The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
You actually witnessed
I'm
lynching.
sorry to say I did, officer.
Easy, detective. No need to jump to conclusions.
Is it because you did it, mister? Start from the beginning, if you don't mind.
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
Okay.
He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers, like a drama teacher setting the scene.
This man looks very dramatic.
What do you mean, like in a play?
It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Well done, detective.
Who were they? Can you describe them?
I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very Martinez.
Okay.
Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanities.
How many of them were
I couldn't
there?
tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8?
That'd be the Hardy Boys.
The lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention of that number.
Were any of them huge, like 200 kilograms huge?
It's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human, as far as I could tell.
Do any of them look like drummers?
Drummers? Why, no. But then, I don't know what a drummer is supposed to look like.
I think we can drop the drummer angle. That was my bad.
Were any of them huge? What happened next?
I went back inside.
Were you able to see anything from inside?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man.
Threatening to kill him? I thought he was, like, unconscious or dead. Were
All
there any
men, I
men?
presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly.
But we are fairly certain the lady driver was present.
Are you sure at least one of them wasn't a woman?
It's possible, officer, but I cannot say with certainty. It was very dark, you must remember.
What ethnicity
I
were
believe
they?
they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent.
What
Well,
happened next?
that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching.
What do you mean nothing happened? They lynched a guy.
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
Why didn't you call the RCM?
You're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances. I was simply in shock. I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
About what time was all this happening, approximately?
All I can say is that it was late. No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
It seems this wasn't the break you were hoping for. I think we have everything we need. Thank you for talking to us, Mr. Villedroit.
Of course, anything I can do to assist the RCM.
It's unofficial like you doing in
The
Martinez.
coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
Okay, but what are you doing here in the apartment?
Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here.
So you're some kind of bureaucrat.
Yes, as I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stability. This is one of the main projects of the Moral Inter.
What is this international
La
community?
Communauté Internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the Coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution.
Okay. What is the price
It is
stability?
the most important thing.
Doesn't tell me
It's
anything.
the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
Precisely.
Okay, gotcha.
Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%.
Below 2% of
But
what?
not too far below. No. Too below is also bad. Below, but close to 2%. The coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits.
I was gonna
of
say
price
leaflet.
stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet?
Sure.
A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'être of the Moral Inter. It's the reason why I identify as a moralist. But
Alrighty.
I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad.
Heard
You
about
can always
military
call
before
our
with no
information.
war.
Making
No business
information
talk about something
available
else.
is part of the Moral Intern's commitment to transparency.
Is this guy gonna be here the whole time now?
It's the International Organization for Moralists. Hence, Moralist International.
Hearing is that we're
The
more
Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies, as is the coalition.
There are more nefarious powers to work for than the Moral Intern.
Are you a moralist?
But of course.
Am I a
Well,
moralist?
do you value freedom? Do you believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values?
Are you a moralist?
Me? I'm a lieutenant of the RCM, dedicated to maintaining law and order in Ravachol.
A very moralist answer.
The lieutenant is practiced in the art of putting on a show for one's superiors.
What is a normal, stable world? Very normal, stable to me.
Martinez? No. Martinez is something else.
About the rest of Revachol, is it part of normal world?
Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy. But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
Trees the meaningless sham. Everything I'm choosing option D. None of the above is that moralism. Democracy is a meaningless sham as long as the workers' class is under the boot of the capital.
Of course, the detective's personal views do not represent the views of the RCM.
Ah, my friend. But the lesson of the revolution is that communism does not work.
It didn't work because the coalition crushed it violently.
Oh, yes, the big bad coalition crushed the revolution. Tell me, if the revolution was succeeding, would it have been crushed so easily? Are we really so bad for wanting compromise, peace, and prosperity on reasonable, achievable terms? Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Tell me about Sir Le
What's there
Chef.
to say? Sur-la-Clé is a modern,
Clef,
urbanized
my
country
bad.
that measures very high on the Human Development and Freedom Index. Mostly, though, it's known as the executive heart of EPIS. Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Revachol is only one of its many darlings whose progress it supports and cherishes.
Okay.
Darling, that can't be an official designation.
Because a great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur-la-Clé. Its language, its people, its cuisine even. Or at least in the downtown La Delta area.
Jamrock and other parts of the international zone have been mercifully spared of Sir Leclerc's
Let's
love
talk
for
about something
meatballs and
else.
mashed potatoes.
Whatever you wish.
Can you tell me about your friend?
Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters.
What's
Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue.
What do you
that
mean?
It's never going to happen. They enter negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since. It's warm. It's also known for its mandarin trees and dust storms from Supramundi. Kedra's an emerging market, but it still has a long way to go. Maybe that's why my friends Ménage decided.
How did you two become
any of us
friends?
become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Isola. Oil
I'm just having a
platforms
coalition
ablaze
occupied
in the
River
night.
Shoal.
Civil wars lasting for years. Finally, the international community is forced to step in. Au contraire, it's how millions of people end up where they are, meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here, and my friend too.
Still haven't told me who he is.
Sorry, who?
Your friend, the smoking back, and we were talking
But I
about him.
told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue.
This guy's
his
not telling us
education.
anything.
Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts.
Fine, but what's his real
It is
name?
a cornerstone of our civilization. Officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and databases, right? He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
As though you weren't envious enough of the boy as is.
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him.
What are you doing in his apartment by yourself?
I'm just enjoying the view.
Isn't it rude for your friend to leave you alone like this?
We're old friends. Nothing's taboo between us. He comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's very active. I'm
Anything
all
else in
ears,
mind?
officer.
I think that's actually it.
A moment, officer.
I guess not.
Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
Hold on. Why can't we talk later?
It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen.
Okay.
And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well.
That's not the real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position
Yeah, I think we talked
shouldn't
about
be
everything.
loitering around in underprivileged young men's apartments in the middle of the night.
Something fishy. I think these guys might, like, you know, have a little bit more than friends if you catch my drift. Thanks for the heads up on my work
Of
here's
course.
done.
I'm sorry I couldn't be the break you were looking for. Good luck with the investigation.
Alright. I think we got as much as we're going to get. We should end the night here and then continue tomorrow. Let's see if we can fast travel over to our little shack. Let's see. It seems like because we're inside on the balcony, it seems like we can't fast travel, so we have to go actually outside, I guess. Let's go to the exit here. Alright, now we should be able to fast travel. No? Still not yet, for some reason. It's weird. Oh, because you know what? We're not standing in the... like the street. We're not standing in the place where it spawns us, I think. Yeah, see now, okay, now it is. Okay, so let's go here. Here we go. Now we got our little, this is our shack here for tonight.
It's getting cold. This late in the night. Time to call it a day.
Good night, Kim. Send him away for
Good
the night.
night, officer.
Alright, so now we gotta sleep and start the new day.
A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum. The room
Listen.
feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm.
What is this place to you?
Who was that? This is my new home. Wonder where the old one went. It's free. It's good enough. I can live here. Ah, I didn't mean to do that. My new hangout where I can instantly drink and die while looking at the waves rolling. It's free. So I can live here.
Crash onto the beach, drowning the reeds. Far to the south, a congregation gathers to a soup kitchen in a shelter for the homeless. An old woman gives out knitted scarves for free.
Okay.
This could have been you. This could
Use
still
train station
be
for a
you.
fair assessment of the current
Down on his
situation.
luck nobody, trying to survive. Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice.
Look under the floorboards.
Okay, that's something. Look under the floorboards. How? I don't know if we can look under the floorboards.
It's getting cold.
I don't see like an option or anything.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror.
Let's just sleep.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest. The bed is comforting.
Go to sleep. Where we got? That's what I hit.
Across the room, the heating system hums its soft lullaby. The mattress feels soft and sheets warm. It only takes you moments for the world to fall away.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those
this guy
names.
back.
All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street.
Recorded in you. Forever.
Spinning. Tell me, am I dreaming? Spinning on empty. Spinning in eternity.
On and on it goes. For untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising, rising, above the dark curvature, the great wingspan of sleep, studded with stars.
Guy likes to take his sweet time talking.
There are millions of them down there. The first time. The last time. The smoke in her mouth. The plotted flowers. The faces turning, changing.
It's the world, Harry boy, and you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now. You can never forget this shit.
The colors, the voices. No, I don't want to. It's beautiful. The endless visions, erase them.
It's not possible anymore. It's stuck on loop. Whirling, spitting out words and images.
You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers. Collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless, meaningless keepsakes.
Reading your awful
Right, I am an
letters
Asian
and
in the world.
recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you will. And for what, brother man?
Solving your little crossword puzzles, doing your tasks, crossing names off lists, trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
Feel the pillow under your
Beep,
cheek.
beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
You can do it. It's nothing. Do it for the city. Go. Do it for the wind. Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all together. Solve the world. One conversation at a time.
Alright. Another day, another night filled of terrors.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand.
Let's upgrade handout. Let's see if we can take another crack at shaving her face.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, like an artist with a brush.
There we go.
Or a master swordsman. You use the small mirror and the straight razor with some soap to remove all that unkempt hair from below the nose line. The sharp blade chafes against your skin, producing a scratching sound.
Feel your clean-shaven
The
cheeks.
surface underneath the
Hope
blade
this was the
feels
right
tender.
decision.
The air brushing against it, chilly.
Oh my
The
god, look at that
sensation,
picture. Oh my god.
surprisingly so. A
Was
feeling of
shaving the right
freshness
call.
Overcomes you, as if you just came from a cold bath. The water reflects back a vague image of your clean-shaven face. Despite the bulbous nose, unkempt hair, and persistent swelling, you look a little younger, maybe. You almost look like a professional. The beardless nature of your cheeks makes the expression seem even more like a terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to agree with that. Oh, look at that. We are clean shaven. Alright, let's go talk to Kim.
Yes?
See if you guys are
Yes.
shaved.
I don't know what to say. Perhaps.
What is it? You can tell me,
I'm
Kim.
not really sure about this turn of events. I think the mutton chops might have been a better idea. They sort of seem to cover up some of the
damage.
Either way, good on you. You were saying?
Oh, fuck you too, buddy. Alright. Let's go back to the car so we can call in, so we can use the Kamiya, tell him I found my gun, and then see about the, hello? Away from the car.
That's one brutal motor carriage.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like
I don't
this
want
would
to know
have
what that
proper
guy's name
skull
says.
value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Skulls. Now there's a strong organizational title.
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls yet.
Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual.
You guys know Cindy the Skull.
These young men seem eager to share their beliefs.
I know Cindy the
Oh
Skull.
yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
Okay.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. just like Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
For all their nihilistic history, these young men are not lacking in youthful idealism. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
Your rhetoric is confusing. Are you part of the Skulls
We're
or
not
not?
franchise Skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them.
I don't think we'd accept
Because
you.
we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
Ah, you'll see for sure once we're in. It's the last thing you'll ever see before the void consumes you.
Throw him off his game.
But there might be some sort of danger.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're only saying practice things for now, so we don't mean no harm to the Skulls brand, or to you.
This is definitely something the Skulls would say. But we're not trying to encroach on the Skulls branding anymore.
So you're just pretending to be as nasty and vicious as the Skulls?
We're just here to market it.
Hey, we could be just as hard. Like pavement on top of pavement, or a brick on top of another brick.
Or a grave on top of a grave.
These kids have the vocabulary, but might be missing a brain. Wouldn't a grave on top of a grave be just a big hole? What's hard about holes? Filling them up, baby.
Why aren't there more Skulls in
The Union
Martinez?
does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Apart from the unions themselves, of course.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
Yeah, we are.
So you kids are into Enotic dance music.
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Be wary of the abyss.
It's a threat. An impotent threat of violence.
Hey, what about the music? Don't fuck with me, boys. I'm one of the
Whoa.
bad cops.
Come on, man. We're just talking here. Just words.
Yeah, we got our gun
Nothing
back.
wrong with that.
Doesn't have bullets, but they don't know that.
Yeah, no need to throw your authority in our faces.
That's right. Way to put them in the little boy's corner.
You want to talk? Let's talk, boys. Ask them.
He liked how you decisively shut down a situation that could have turned into a farce.
Enough with the scullery, then. You know anything about the murder that took place here?
Murder? Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
Also, he was hanged.
Anything else?
He was hanged from a tree.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along.
Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything?
Fucking philosophy, man. You can do aggressive shit with philosophy. Justify shit.
Who are the Skulls?
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
It's not a question.
Sorry, cop.
Don't get into it.
Of course I do. I'm just testing you, boys. It's not a question. Don't get into it.
The question was rhetorical. The Skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertnay.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
If a skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger and stab you without saying a word.
The lieutenant's voice is as calm as usual. A testament to the violence and death he's witnessed through the sight of his firearm.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around their brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
The jacket. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
That ride is fucking light.
Hey, piss.
What's with the
What about
jackets? Turn to the blonde youth. Why does yours say that on it?
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one. For so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase. The hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it.
I'm wondering if the poetics come with the jacket, Or are they derived from something else entirely?
To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though, you get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone. Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void.
Hate to admit it, but in a weird way, he's got a point.
Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss. The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message.
What?
What I mean by this is, we are all pissed, and that the world is inherently meaningless.
Is it a coincidence that here we have 2 badass jackets and 2 badass cops?
Hey, Kim.
Yes?
What do you think about their jackets?
Leather jackets adorned with immature writing? The ideology they convey helps the boys justify poor choices in life and fashion. I'm not a fan.
Cross our path.
What are you implying?
Which one would you wear?
I'm not sure I understand you, detective. Neither.
Come on, this is my
Fine,
first size.
if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think peace is the stronger of the two statements.
That works, I feel like, more fuck the world
Seems
out
about
itself.
right, especially considering your heroic exit attempts.
That's an origin story for a dynamic duo right there.
So are we done here? Or
Ask for the jackets yourself,
you don't need us around for
Lieutenant.
your secret whisper party, do you?
Let's try it.
No. Don't ask anything. Be subtle and scary. The boys dream about being skulls. Use that.
Boys, with those jackets, you're gonna be Skull Kings in no time.
What? No! Skulls don't have kings. I think. And we're not even in yet.
Yeah, man, keep your voice down. Skulls don't take it lightly when folks pretend to be them. We're not even prospects yet.
Prospect must be a hierarchical term.
They're already aspiring to be kings.
In the lower end.
Wow, you boys are ambitious. Only prospects and already planning a coup in the skulls. You're destined to go far.
He gets it. Passive-aggressive.
Oh, Kim coming in with the assist. Wasn't expecting that.
Are you trying to get us killed?
Now bring it to the jackets and, yes, start shouting.
That's serious. Let's forget about it. Yes, we want to be cool killer skulls too, like you guys.
Please
in our
be
jackets.
quiet. What? What do you want? The jackets?
You got it. No need for cruelty.
You offer us jackets like that. Some folks refuse.
Oh, man. Okay.
That was easy.
Fuck.
The lieutenant watches the boys take their
Since
jackets
you're,
off.
I'll take the other one.
Amusement.
I'm absolutely okay with not having either one, thank you.
Why not their pair? We do want to raise hell, go undercover hard.
This case doesn't require us to go undercover or raise hell. In fact, I don't think the jackets will be useful at all. I just wanted them to not have them anymore.
Cold-hearted
Good point.
cop.
Well, whatever. I'll take both of them then. Still, it's good to know we have a pair in case the need arises.
The need will not arise.
The jackets
That's what you
are
think.
meant to complete each other. If a man was standing alone on a street corner with his written on his back, it'd just be an individual that has taken a liking to you, Ryan. And fuck the world all on its own is, frankly, generic.
I don't know, Eric. It's cold out.
Yeah, let's get out of here. The cops fucked us.
It's called outsmarting you, boys. Nothing to be ashamed of.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox,
Okay.
and the soft glow of the fuel.
Pick up the radio again.
57, how may I assist you?
Connect me
Just
to
a moment,
41.
officer.
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
Lost my gun too. Well, I found my gun, so I don't need to tell him that.
Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
Got the radio again. Please connect me to General Library.
It says here that the library is open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
We should try again.
Oh, okay.
Anything else, detective?
Give me 41 again. I just lost my gun too. I just located my reload pistol. It's on me now and I won't lose it again.
10-4, sir. Roger that. And very glad to hear it. I will make relevant changes to the report. Roger that.
Alright, I guess that's it. So we have to wait to call back the library card. Let's go talk to Titus again. Let's save. Quick save. Now that we have our gun, I wonder if we can spook them yet. Alright.
It's you again. What is it?
I found someone who saw the hanging, a witness.
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
He wasn't a local.
This Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already roll on the others. And he's in witness protection.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give
I'm
out
saying he's a
his
right-ranking
name.
official, and we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, right. Like we wouldn't know if an MI plant was in our town. Nice try, right?
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
The witness said there was two people.
Boss, I think he's trying to save me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told you. We were
no
all
shouting, no
there.
commotion.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
Do I have a skill? Okay, so I could put one in authority and try and scare him again.
It's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets.
They're avoiding
As
having
you
to
guys
answer
drinking
this question.
songs. What's with the funeral
We
silence?
were drinking, weren't we, guys? I hit the bottle hard. I was drunk as fuck.
Right. I'm convinced, Glenn. Nothing off here. Just a regular hanging.
Bullseye. Glenn looks around uncomfortably. The lieutenant hit a nerve.
The witness said it looked like a surreal
Those
play.
flaccid MI cocks with their culture language. Everything's a surreal play or sublime whatever. Doesn't mean anything.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the guy was already
What
dead.
is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
Let's see, let's up authority now.
Shanky. It's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
You didn't break this wagon fort, but you did manage to rattle the people inside a bit.
Enough about the
Some
witness.
I pulled the same shit. Came up with some shit, then went and said it to people. Get a reaction. Don't have to go to cop school to try that.
You don't have to go to school for shit. I never went to school, and I'm doing great.
Shocker.
You're doing a hell of...
Okay.
So much bluster to hide the fact.
Dr. Joyce, the merc you hanged. His friends are coming for you.
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Cronell.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
Yeah, they're forming some kind of tribunal and they're coming
This
for
is
you.
what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us, and Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
Mercenaries are armed with automatic weapons. They've gone rogue, no one's controlling them.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and
Mercenaries
let
armed with
them
automatic
loose in the
weapons.
city. What do you think is gonna happen? We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
Will they pierce ceramic armor?
I guess we're gonna see, aren't we?
That was an unsure phrasing.
See what? That they don't? For your sake, I hope you're right.
Right about what? That a 50 caliber bullet goes through shit? Yeah, I am.
This criminal's bad news, you know that, right?
So are the local gangs. The fucking Barmy Army and the Madre scum. You've been out there. Seen any around?
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate.
These people are trained military professionals. Special forces, as you said. They're not a gang or a barmy army.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. We know more about them than you think. What do you mean, okay?
I mean, you got this, and you got numbers. Okay, we'll be on your side when they come. Okay, I guess we'll be gunning you down right alongside them. They're going to wipe you the fuck out, Titus.
No, they won't. Get out of here with your negative energy.
He really doesn't like you ruffling their feathers like that on what might be the eve of battle.
All he means is that the situation is serious.
No wonder you cops get shot to shit every
There we
day.
go.
Can't go to war.
Come on, there's no way we can mess this up.
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
Where have I seen this before?
You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men, sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time.
You guys are the authority around here. You must be. You're just like real cops drinking beer, sitting around with your dicks in your hands.
Got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet.
No.
Push on.
I got drunk, so drunk, I drove my car in the sea. No, I'm not a fan of beer, and jerking off instead of helping people. Not a problem with beer. I also have no idea how to do my job like you.
You saying we don't help people? I've been doing this job for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffito removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick. Just don't antagonize him. You have this already.
Rape, she needs counseling. It's not about who did it, it's about the victim. She needs help.
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
You wanna help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help her. But you treat her with
God damn, we've been
respect.
trying to get this for 4 days now.
If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
What is her name?
Glacia, I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rag.
Oh, the blonde we talked in the beginning.
Silvery jumpsuit, blonde. That's I'm on due with an O-U.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. Remember what you said to her?
So you don't remember being
her
cops,
you
you don't reality said, I want to have fuck with you. Ooh. Miss Disco Dancer.
Why not? You've probably seen her around.
Keep your cool.
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly.
I don't understand what's so cool here.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions. Then we'll be on our way.
Whatever you do not tell him you know her. That would sound off. Calm.
So, what's her relationship with the mercenary? So, wait, when was that? Relationship with her. I think I know her. Thank you. We'll talk to her. So, when was that?
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
Here you go, boss.
So what was her relationship with the mercenary?
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Something is off here. His anger is possessive.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
So what is your relationship with her?
I know her.
How well do you know her?
A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing means.
Oh, maybe he was with
well
her.
Enough, Copper. We party. She's been here for a few months.
So she's not from around here?
You mean Revachol? Nah. Our Miss Aranye disco dancer is an immigrant or a drifter of some sort. Been staying over here over the winter.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all.
Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this.
You said you partied. Cool, that's cool. But what did you mean?
What do you think I meant?
Was it sex?
Yeah, pretty much.
You're saying the two of you were close?
No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now. He's doing a good job here. A commendable performance of I don't give a shit.
Alright, that's all we need.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
Alright, let's talk to Kim. That went well.
Officer, what was that?
What was what?
You looked strange when he mentioned the assault victim's name. Do you know that woman?
Yes.
Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
Whatever you do, don't say the first thing.
She knows I didn't remember being a cop.
Okay, that's manageable.
I tried to hit on her.
Understood.
She's gonna have to hear her later, and it's gonna suck for me.
It is. This would have been good to know before.
Didn't
It
come
should
up.
have. Anything else?
Nothing.
We'll
Let's
be
move on.
alright, Lieutenant. This is nothing.
Ooh, sorry about that.
You feel fortified by his assurance. It's going to be all right. Is it though? Nothing? You're still in for a bumpy ride here. Try not to mess it up.
Alright. Alright. We're going to finish out for today. Yeah, another good session. Thank you to everyone who stopped by. Just save it. And, okay. This was the last stream of the new year. But, yeah, I will see you guys. Not the new year. Christmas, I mean. I'll see you guys next time.